Question 4. Right, I know that this looks quite intimidating as a question, to be honest, folks, but it's, when you get to it, it's not actually a huge amount. It's just very wordy. Okay, the CFTR gene encodes a large transmembrane protein, CFTR, with a symmetrical structure. This is composed of 2 transmembrane regions and 2 ATP binding regions. Name the class of R groups that predominate in the transmembrane regions of the protein. Well, if they're going across the membrane, i.e. across this bit here, and if we put our little phospholipids in here, so we've got a better kind of view of what's going on, we have our hydrophilic heads on the outside and our hydrophobic tails on the inside, and that is what we're looking for there. Okay, the protein CFTR is involved in the regulation of water content of extracellular mucus in the lungs and digestive system. The figure represents the action of CFTR. It regulates the passage of chloride ions across membranes of epithelial cells. In order for this ion channel to open, the protein must bind 2 ATP molecules as well as a phosphate group. The increased concentration of Cl- outside the cell draws water out of the epithelial cells into the mucus, maintaining its fluidity. Okay, what name is given to a molecule that binds to a protein? That's a straight definition. Ligand. Okay. Suggest how the binding of ATP results in the opening of the chloride ion channel. This is your default one. Okay, if we bind ATP, I'm looking for a conformational change. Always going to get you the mark. Okay, cholera is a disease caused by the bacterium Vibrio cholera. It causes severe watery diarrhea. It's just lovely that you're reading this when you're in an exam, which can lead to dehydration and even death. The bacterium produces cholera toxin, which interferes with the control of the CFTR protein channel by constantly activating a kinase. Describe the reaction catalyzed by a kinase enzyme. So again, this is a straight KU. Okay, kinases transfer or add on a phosphate group, okay, which is also phosphorylation or add a phosphate. Remember, your phosphatase is the one that takes it off. Explain how the production of cholera toxins by Vibrio cholera can lead to more water being drawn out of the epithelial cells. Right, so if we read up here, constantly activating a kinase enzyme. Okay, so what we then have is constant activation of your kinase means constant addition, means constant phosphorylation of your channel of your CFTR. Now, if you've got constant activation of your CFTR, then you're constantly going to be opening the channel, so channel always open, and that means that you're going to have lots of Cl going out, and that's going to do what you wanted it to do, not but too much of it basically, and that's going to draw more water out of it. That's it. Okay, that's the question. As I say, actually there was 4 parts of that were straight definitions, and then only one that required you to really look carefully at what was going on.